force a steal here. Audige has a step and a hammer.
The first time I met him, it was a guy who had complete confidence, but he knew he was yet to attain the heights that he wanted to get to. Me and him kind of clicked because I liked his arrogance.
I am an arrogant defender. I agree that I am an arrogant defender. I want you to feel me every time you come down the court. I want you to go to the bench, not wanting to come back in the game.
He's almost like a shutdown corner. The side of the basketball that he's on, you better go the other way.
The first thing about being a great defender is you got to want to be a great defender. There's a will there. There's a competitiveness of trying to stop a great player on another team, and he has that.
He's actually gotten better over the years. He's been playing a lot more patient, knowing when to pick and choose, when he can gamble and when to stay solid, and he does a really good job of pressuring.
Last year was a really hard year for me, just going through injury, the expectations of my first year, and then coming in that next year having expectations to be even better.
What's really set him apart this year is the calmness he's playing with. He's still super competitive, but he's playing with a maturity and a poise that maybe he didn't play with as a younger player.
Audige tips it away, and he finishes at the rack.
Chase really took a step in the leadership, bringing that tough and grittiness and that cocky arrogance.
The Indiana game was huge for us.
But Schifino had it stripped. Chase Audige, the leading stealer in the Big Ten.
He was all over the place. Right from the beginning, he set a tone.
Chase Audige, probably the best two-way player in the Big Ten.
A lot of it was just being aggressive and just being right there and just being an irritant.
6 steals, a career high for the Big Ten leader in steals per game.
He's so good on that side of the ball. At times, you take for granted what he's doing.
I was born in Brooklyn, New York. Shortly after that, my parents moved to Coram, New York. My mom came from Jamaica and my dad came from Haiti at young ages. They really struggled and, tried to make a living. I definitely carry my Jamaican side around with me a lot. I'm the youngest of 7. Anytime I wanted to play, it was with my older brothers and sisters. So they used to take me to the park with them, and I used to be the one that was never on the court. The only time I got on the court was between games when there was picking the next 5. That's honestly when my defense came, because I remember when I got on the court, nobody was passing me the ball. So the only thing I had to do was play defense, get steals, grab rebounds, and just be the hardest playing guy on the court.
Chase always wants to compete, and he doesn't compete with just a little person. He likes the biggest, the strongest, the best. He'll compete against them, and you'll see that in his game.
I moved back to Brooklyn to go to high school. My older brother and sister lived there. Throughout my brother's window, I could see into this church gym. During the winter, there was really nowhere to play. I looked in there one day and I saw a bunch of kids playing. And I remember talking to my sister, they're probably not gonna let me in. And I'm nervous. I'm like, all right, let's just go in there and ask them to play. If I didn't walk into that gym that day, honestly, I would not be here. That's where I met 2 coaches for the church CYO team, Coach Moore and Coach Kirk, and they changed my life. They helped me get to the Hill School. From there, I went to William Mary, and from William Mary, I came here to Northwestern. Just thanking God for how far he brought me, just being that kid on the court that nobody wanted to the Big Ten.
There it is right on cue. Audige, another steal.
It's a great success story of going through the journey of ups and downs.
He stirs the pot for this Northwestern Wildcats ball club.
He's continued to be competitive, highly motivated player that has now become one of the elite players in the Big Ten.